Welcome back to Living Local. Tour de Brew is a local event that combines a bike ride with a pub crawl, but it's more than just a fun and scenic ride along the Mississippi River. Tour de Brew is becoming a tradition for many, and it's helping to fight cancer along the way. Joining us in studio today to talk about all of that is Tina Anderson with Katie's Club and Tour de Brew QC. Tina, thank you so much for coming in today.
Thanks for having me. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day to you too. First, let's talk about Katie's Club, your organization. Tell us about it.
Okay, so a couple of years ago, because of the success of Tour de Brew QC, we formed a 501c3, which is Katie's Club. And what it does is it gives us a way to safeguard ourselves with the money we're raising, but it is also going to allow us to do more with that money that we're raising. We give back 100% of our funds to programs that are in the cancer community that are all about getting people back to living. So like the Live Strong at the Y program,
Yes.
Children's Cancer Connection. We've done things with grants to Living Proof, which is art exhibits. We've touched Camp Kesem with donations. So as our 501c3, we can reach out and continue to identify programs that may have a specific project, and because of the money we raised, give back. And we're always looking and trying to develop new ideas, and that's really what becoming a 501c3 is going to allow us to do.
Now, where did the name come from?
So the name Katie's Club came from my 13-year-old daughter, who did pass away in 2007 from cancer. Katie was diagnosed with an inoperable brain tumor when she was just 12 years old in 2006, and her cancer was incurable, and they were using the same treatment that they had been using for the last 25 years. So essentially, she was given not a lot of options.
Right.
We did traditional treatments. Her life expectancy was 6 to 9 months. She lived 382 days. So when we say, where did the name come from, it really was from Katie's inspiration. She was a Girl Scout. She liked to give back in her short lifespan. And so we have two taglines. We are doing it for Katie, but we're also doing it because we can. Because what I've learned in this journey is I have a story. My whole crew of, I have like a solid crew of like 10 people. We're all volunteers in doing this, and they all have their own reasoning for getting in, between whether they were a caregiver to a loved one or a friend or a family member, have been touched by cancer, with 1 in 2 men and 1 in 3 women potentially with a cancer diagnosis.
At some point in their life.
Yeah, there's very few of us who don't have a cancer story. And what we want to really emphasize is there is life after you hear the words, you have cancer. So we're really working that aspect, trying to get people back into living. And that's where cycling comes in.
Yeah, tell us about Tour de Brew. What all goes on with that?
So Tour de Brew, we're headed into our 7th year. And it really is just a great day of riding bikes along the Mississippi. We have an amazing area. When my friend Shelly Collins and I brainstormed this back in 2014, she herself was a cancer survivor. I was the caregiver to my daughter, and we wanted to do something more. And you know, there's a lot of great walks and runs, so we took our love of cycling and turned it into an event. And our bike ride stops at multiple locations throughout the Quad Cities, both Iowa and Illinois. Each stop features fun, games, music. It's up to that business owner on how they're going to showcase that, but we really do a good job as far as bringing their story to the table also, because a lot of the people that participate as stops have a cancer connection. That's why they want to get involved with our bike ride.
Yeah. So it's not just riding. I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff along the way.
Yes, we have silent auction, and so we have an upcoming trivia night.
Yes, for those of you who aren't necessarily bicycling inclined.
So because of the flooding in 2019, our funding was down a little bit, so we were looking for new ways to really put our name out into the community. So our good friend Jocelyn Smith, she's really active in trivia night. So she's like, hey, why don't you guys try trivia? So next Friday night on February 21st, we're going to have our first trivia night. And in conjunction with trivia, we will reveal our 2020 bike ride.
Yes.
So we're trying to have some fun with it.
Yeah.
So we're going to test your knowledge, and we're going to share some interesting stops
along the way for this year's ride. Now the ride comes up in May, right?
Correct.
And then the trivia night, you said next week?
Yeah, next Friday night at Knights of Columbus, or what's now called Columbus Hall, over in Davenport.
And this where does all of your money, the fundraising, go exactly for anyone who's curious?
Yeah, so this year our charities are Children's Cancer Connection. There's about 70 families between Rock Island and Scott County that are truly being helped. And then the Live Strong at the Y programs are our featured charities in 2020. And like I shared a little bit earlier, because of becoming this 501c3, we really are looking at additional ways to partner with organizations to give back to the community, focused on both sides of the river, so Scott County, Rock Island County, and identifying opportunities, which is a new avenue for us.
Yeah.
But that's what we're so thankful to be here today, because we can start to share that story.
Yeah. What is your favorite part, Tina, about the ride every year?
So my most favorite part about the ride,
if you had to, or just picking one, you know, I'm sure you can't just pick one.
So I'm going to share two.
Sure.
So it's the companies or the organizations and our sponsors that when we ask them to help us out, like offset some of our costs, they're willing and they answer the call. But it's the people that come back year after year. I'll share a quick story. There's a gentleman named Ken. He's been riding with us for, I think this will be his 4th or 5th ride.
Yeah.
He himself is a cancer survivor, and he rides with his daughters. I don't know him, like we're not best friends, but I just know his story. And he's such a vibrant person that on our silent auction last year, Ken bought a tattoo donation. He went out and got the tattoo, and he sent me the pictures. So he's a middle-aged gentleman, got his first tattoo because he beat cancer, and ties into his love of cycling. So it's those types of stories. It's also the stories that people start to share with me, that because I've shared my story and Katie's story, they start to realize it's okay for them to start talking about and sharing their story, which is pretty powerful and pretty moving, because they don't realize how much they've kept inside until they start talking about it.
Yeah, let it out.
So it's that human connection. So we like to say we bring people together, and we do this because we can. And my committee is healthy, and we're thankful, and it does involve beer drinking, but we know it's more. Beer sells tickets.
Yes.
And for better or worse, as we like to say, we use these little placards just to make it bigger and more about the other person, but who are you riding for?
Why are
and
you?
In many cases, it is riding for themselves because they themselves are a survivor, but in many times it's an aunt, a sister, a best friend that they're coming out and riding for, who can't truly ride at that point in time.
It's a lot of
So this has kind of been like our signature the last few years, and we're excited to be able to have these placards, and it's really cool to see our riders out on the trail with these.
Yeah, and an excellent event it is, an important cause, a lot of good work that you're doing. Tina, thank you so much for coming in today. Again, Tour de Brew is coming up in May, the Trivia Night's coming up next week, you said, right? All right, if you would like more information, just send an email to tourdebrewqc@gmail.com, and we'll also have those details posted on our website, ourquadcities.com. More Living Local continues after the break.